Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we will do some team reviews for the viewers and the community and see what they're doing, if the teams are good enough and if they need some changes. Let's start with Discord and we're gonna start with the first person which is gonna be here. I'm on the application, I cannot see the name, so sorry about that. But he has basically a Saiyan Goku team. Uh, is there an issue? I don't think so. I think it's a pretty good team. Even if UI Goku and the 23rd World Tournament Goku are 7 star, you have the HP buffer with Kakarot, so you should be fine. You have two Saiyan Z tier that are at good star level. Maybe just friendship a little bit to try to get your Z tier to friendship 5, and your 2 7 star to friendship 5 too. And you should be good enough with this team. I think it's pretty nice. Maybe if you have the Mega Rising Goku from the Saiyan Saga, add him if he's 7 star. If not, then it's a good team. You might just struggle a little bit with the Fusion fight, number 13, and I think number 15. But other than that, it should be good for this season. Let's get to the next team, and it's gonna be hybrid. You have, I'm guessing this is a Blast hybrid. Uh, it's not a great Blast hybrid because you have 1, 2 double defense the ability, and you're gonna have 1 strike attack the ability, 1 HP buff the ability. So we are left with the Blast the ability from this Gohan, but he's not gonna buff this Trunks and Vegeta, so he's gonna have only 1 Blast the ability, and Gohan is gonna give Blast the ability to the others. It's not the greatest team. Let's see the other one. This is more of a strike one. Okay, this one is a little bit better. You have at least 2 strikes the ability, maybe 3 with this guy, I cannot remember. But I don't think he's good enough. And you're gonna have 2 double defense and 1 HP. But I would say I would go with that team. And let's put your Z tier here. And I'm gonna add that Gohan, the blue one. Even if he has a blast attack the ability, you need a healer. And he's gonna be your main healer for your team. Let's go to Hybrid Saiyan Z tier. And you're gonna have these 2 guys as Z tier, that's fine. This guy has a good Z ability, I believe. He has strike attack, which is nice. And this guy, he doesn't, but he's gonna be okay as a Z tier. If you have this guy 9 star, I would advise it over him. He's gonna have a double defense the ability for a hybrid, plus he's gonna be good enough with his damage cut. But if you do not, this guy is gonna be fine. And we're gonna go to your other character. You have the Red Pan, which is gonna be I have also Great Saiyaman, then Red Pan as your HP buffer, Blue Beast, and you have this Gohan, the green one, which is a double defense, right? Yes, it is. I would advise to add this guy from the other team. You're gonna add this guy, you're gonna go max him out right now, because you can max him out on the event, and he's free to play, and he's gonna be fine. He has a strike attack ability, which is nice, even if he's more blast based. And you're gonna farm this guy. He's more blast based, but you're gonna need a healer. You're gonna put people around him so he can heal people. And I would advise to remove this guy and add someone with a strike Z ability if possible. If you have someone like this Gohan, he's not the best, but if you have him, it's gonna be a little bit better. Although you have triple reps, so maybe not. I wouldn't recommend that. If you have the Trunks though, he's gonna be very nice. He's a Zenkai, and he's one of the best Zenkai strike hybrid, and he's gonna do your job. Of course, you need to be Zenkai. Same for this guy. If he's Zenkai, you can use him. He's gonna be strike based. And this guy, I see him in your bench, but he's not the best, although he has a double offense ability. So if you want to use him, it's possible. Just be careful with him. He's not the tankiest. So it just depends on how you play. Other than that, this Gohan does have a strike attack ability. No, it's blast attack. We are not gonna use that. You have this Pan but not Zenkai. I can see her on your bench. I would say try to put this green Gohan, if green Trunks if possible. And he's gonna do a job with his strike attack ability, and he's really good in game. Also have this Pan, the yellow one. If she's at least 9 star, she will be good. And other than that, if you have no one, just put your Gohan and you should be fine, the green one. And that's basically it. Now let's get to the next person. Although you have also this Gotenks, maybe put Gotenks instead of Krillin Gohan because he has some debuff, and that will help you a little bit with damage. He will debuff all enemies damage received, so go with that. If you have the Trunks, the green one, I would advise to put Trunks. If you do not, maybe put the Gotenks with the debuff. You will lack a little bit of the ability, but that's gonna be fine. Let's get to the next person. This is, I guess, GT. So looking at it, I wouldn't use that Super Saiyan for Goku. He's not GT. I don't know why he's there. You want a Super Saiyan 4 team. I don't think it's a great team, especially strike based. I would say blast based team are much better this season. That Vegeta is more blast based and you have a strike team. The 2Z tier are not good. I wouldn't really advise GT this season. I wouldn't say use this team. I don't know how to fix it because it's too much to do. You probably need to remove all your team and redo it from scratch. I don't like it too much. But if you want to go full GT, maybe put someone like Red Omega instead of that Super Saiyan for Daima Goku. And he should do the job. This guy, the Zenkai, is gonna Zenkai buff a little bit your Vegeta. You're gonna put all your main 6 characters that you have. And for Z tier, the issue is GT this season doesn't have good Z tier. That Goku is not that great. Look at that, he has only 10% damage cut and his defenses are below 150k. This Bipan is not that great. Defense is a little bit higher, but no damage cut, so she's not gonna do much. What I would say, maybe one of them is gonna be okay. Then after you're gonna need to S tier, sorry, because your team is gonna be struggling. I would say this guy is good. He's a nice Z tier or S tier, and I would say this guy if you have him, or this guy, and you should be fine. Other than that, I would remove probably the Super Saiyan 4 Purple Goku, and I would remove Bipan. I would put the Baby and the Sin, or EX Sin. I would put the Omega instead of the Daima Super Saiyan 4, and you should go from there. I think it will be a better team and a little bit more safer in terms of point, although I wouldn't advise GT too much this season. This is an addition post-edit. I totally forgot, but you need the healer. So Super Baby 2 is gonna be a must in your team. If you want, I would remove the Red Vegeta because he's pretty low star compared to the others, and you can add Super Baby 2 as a healer. What you can do is also remove the Red Omega if you wanted to use Vegeta that much, and it should be fine, to be honest. Other than that, he's gonna Zenkai buff your EX Omega or EX Sin, sorry, and he's gonna heal your team, give some damage, and he's gonna be pretty important. Now let's get to the next team, and let's see what he has. He's gonna be Zoyu with his movie team, and he has also another movie team. This is Strike team, and this is Blast team. Although this cooler that you see here, he's blast based, so you probably want to use him on the other team. Same with Roshi, you already have Roshi. Let's make your team quickly. If you are going to Zenkai the red medal cooler, so you can use him in your blast team, because look at that, he's more range type than strike type, so you're gonna be fine, and you're not gonna struggle with triple grid. So you can add him in your team if you wish to, and you can put your healer Gamma here, which is gonna be in 8 tier, I think. Is he in 8 tier, the Gamma? Maybe he is lower tier, and I missed it. B tier, he is in B tier. And for the 2Z tier, I think you are fine with them. Just be careful with the Turles, he is not super tanky. I would use him in easier fight and try to take advantage of his damage inflicted support, because it's pretty good. 25% is a lot, so character that you put below, above him, not below him, sorry, are gonna do a lot of damage, which is nice. I would usually put him next to Gamma if possible, but you're gonna miss some support. If he is high HP and easy fight, you can put him below. You just need to be very careful, but it's pretty good team. If you want to Zenkai the Metal Cooler, you can put him here. Otherwise, just put someone else that you have. Let's see here in S tier. You can even go with, I would say, this Tapion. Even if he's strike based, you can use him and you should be fine, because the Metal Cooler himself doesn't give strike attacks the ability. So you're not going to lose a lot of blast attack with him. You're gonna have only 2 blast attacks the ability, which is unfortunate, but that's how your team goes, and that's basically it. Let's go to the next person. It's gonna be Rinza using the Saiyan team. Oof. I think you are missing a healer for your team. I would advise just to use number 1 Vegeta. I think the Kaba does heal a little bit, but it's not as good. And I'm not a big fan of Kaba. Let me put him here. As a healer, of course, he's pretty good in battle. Let's go red, and we're gonna find the Kaba here. And look at his ability. I'm downloading because I'm using this in my second device and not my phone. I record the video on tablet. Yeah, he does heal start of turn 1 HP, 1% HP, and this is also going to proc start of turn 1, so it's going to be totally useless. It's gonna do nothing in terms of healing, because if you do not know how healing works in TOP, when you start a fight, the HP that you have, you cannot heal above it. You can heal above it only when the fights end. So when you start a fight and you heal someone 1% HP, it's gonna do nothing. Even if he is at 70% HP, he will stay at 70% HP. So start of turn 1 is gonna be completely useless. Start of turn 2, he's gonna heal 1%, okay? That's gonna be useful. But basically what's gonna happen is you're gonna have only a 1% heal, and that's not really a healer to me. I would really advise to put number 1 Vegeta in your team and switch out the Kaba. You're gonna have triple yellow, but I think it's gonna be fine for your team. You can put your number 1 Vegeta in your team, which is gonna be the guy right here, and this guy is gonna heal everyone 3% HP start of turn 3, and instead of 1% from the Kaba. And this is for everyone, so you do not need to worry where you put him, sorry, and you should be fine. In terms of Z tier, it's okay. Other than that, if you want an extra S tier, you can put the green Kaba. He's gonna be pretty good, and he's gonna give some HP buff to Goku, and he's gonna give some support to the Vegeta, and he's pretty nice in game. You might want to replace maybe the, I don't know, yellow Nappa, because you have 2 yellow already, and you should be good. Otherwise your team is fine, and that's basically it. Let's get to the next person, and it's gonna be the real King Cold, or the fake one, we don't know. So he has an LUV team that is strike based, and an LUV/Frieza Force team that is blast based. I would go with the blast based team this season. I wouldn't really use the red raspberry and the EX Metal Cooler, it's pretty pointless to be fair, and I would use someone else. Let's go to Frieza Force and LUV. We're gonna go like this, LUV here, and Frieza Force is gonna be below or above. It's gonna be here, and let's go to S tier. I think this and this is enough. I'm not a big fan, even if he's okay. Look at his defensive stats, super low, around 160 and 158k, and he has 20% damage cut, which is okay, but he will still take a lot of damage, sorry. So I wouldn't really use him. If you have this guy Zenkai, you can use him if you want to. He's gonna be fine. And other than that, you're gonna have the green guy here, sorry. You're gonna have the yellow Angel Golden Frieza, which is gonna be here. I would add this full power if possible. If you do not want to and want to use Metal Cooler or Raspberry, go for it. But if you want to be safer, you should use that full power Frieza, and you should be fine with your team. Otherwise, there isn't too many problems. And let's get to the next one, and it's gonna be good. And he has a Frieza Force, oh no, he has a movie team, sorry. Alrighty, I looked at the team and the message and came back. The Roshi is absolutely fine, no need for Pan. I would say pretty good team, is similar to the one I showed on the TV video. The only difference is you have the cooler instead of the Bardock. I would use Bardock if possible, if you have him at least 7-star, I would say. Otherwise you should go with your team and you should be fine. This Bardock has a double defense ability, and he's gonna be fine in terms of the ability of your team. And also he has a little bit of a better kit than the cooler. This cooler is gonna have really nice stats, but as you can see here, pre-transform is pretty low, and it's gonna activate only when it is end of turn 2, which is from turn 3, and by turn 3 you probably eliminated most of the people. So if you can at the Bardock, do it. If you cannot, keep the cooler and you should be fine. Other than that, max your free-to-play cooler, the green one. You can go max him out right now because he's not 14 star. Let's get to the next person, and it's gonna be Prince. Now Prince has a movie team. I think he's not looking at the Z tier recommendation because he has this this blue cooler. I guess let me show you again because you probably didn't watch the route video. But the Z tier for this season for movies, you use either the purple cooler which you do, then either the yellow Turles if you have him 9 star, or the Bardock if you have him 7 star or more. If you do not have both of them, or like one of them 9 star or the other 7 star, you just go farm the Nappa, and that Nappa you can go 14 star him right now, and he should be fine for your team. And I'll show you what Nappa you can farm right now to 14 star, and it's gonna be this guy. You go farm him out in the event and you should be fine. It's much better than this guy who does basically nothing. He has not even like 140k defenses, and he doesn't have any damage cut. He's basically useless. So either put the Bardock if he's 7 star or more, put the Turles if he's 9 star or more, and if you do not have one of them, just go farm the Nappa to 14 star. And please watch the route video before you submit, because this is an easy mistake to patch up by yourself. Now let's get to the next one, and we're gonna have Prince again. This is what they say, Blast Hybrid. This is not really a Blast Hybrid. You have the red Trunks who is strike based. You have this Pan who is strike based. This guy is not even Zenkai, you need him Z7, and I think he's more strike based, or he doesn't have a blast attack Z ability. I cannot remember. Let me go to hybrid. Or is it here? This guy. He does have a blast attack Z ability, my bad, but he needs to be Zenkai at least Z4, and it's a must. This guy has a strike attack the ability, double defense, so you have basically one blast attack the ability in your entire team. One in your main team. And this is just Gohan, who is not that good. And all of the other, they're double defense, strike attack, or HP. And in your bench you have 2 blast attack, but you're gonna need them for the last 10 fight. So your team is not really blast based at all, so do not use that. I wouldn't really advise it. Then we're gonna have Unknown with 3 teams. So let me look at the teams and come back in a second. So I looked at the Tontan team. I'm not really a big fan of this team because the damage is lacking a lot, and to me it's a pointless challenge. The Gohan is just a handicap at this point. He's not like really an advantageous character. He was really good back in the past because you had a lot of Z tier that he wanted to use and not to lose them. And the best way to farm battle points was to use his ability to tanking point and then increase your battle point, because he's only the one he's losing HP and he's gonna heal a lot back from it. But nowadays you have so many good characters, you're gonna lose less HP than having the Tontan, plus your Z ability are gonna be just way worse than they used to, for no reason, basically just to use his ability. You just use better character, and you can shield them that way with just better abilities instead of using Tontan. And this guy, he's not going to do much damage. This guy, he has okay damage, but his super is like compared to the new characters, it's just basically a blast attack from new LL or something. And you're gonna handicap yourself with 2 S and 1 Z because you cannot add more Z's. There isn't too many Z's, and if you add like someone like the Trunks who is hybrid, he's gonna get 0 Z ability. So I'm not a big fan of the team. If you want to use it, go for it, but I would say the other teams that I saw are better. Now we're gonna go to Frieza Force / LOE. I think this is a better team, but I would say there is no point in using that EX Frieza because he's not Z tier, and there is a much better S tier in the LOE / Frieza Force characters. So there is no way you have to use this guy. For an EX, his stats are low, so you can do something else. Same for this Metal Cooler, you don't really need him. If you are a Frieza Force fan, you can use this cooler, or Frieza Force / LOE. You can use this cooler, sorry, as a green. He's gonna be better than that Frieza. He's gonna give some support. He's gonna be pretty fast. He has 10% key recovery, which is nice, and he's gonna heal himself a little bit. Other than that, I will use the Metal Cooler because he's free to play and you can put him. If you want an extra S, I would use this Red Metal Cooler. He's not the best, but he's much better than the other. But if you really love that yellow Metal Cooler, go for it. Although I'm not that fan of this character outside of being basically a Z tier if he is a Z tier. In terms of damage, he's gonna be fine, but of course he's an EX. He has that super toward the end of the fight, which is good, but yeah, not a big fan of the character outside of being Z tier. Other than that, what you can do is in Z tier, you can put your red Frieza, which is here, and you can add another one, which is this guy, and he's gonna be Frieza Force. Of course, he's strike based, but that's fine. Only one strike based character. Then after that, I wouldn't really use Shield. You don't really need him. He's not that good anymore. I would put this Red Frieza, super good character. He has a stun, very fast. He's gonna build some gauge very quickly, and you can snipe with him. And he's gonna basically do a lot of damage. He also can double attack sometimes, which isn't really nice. And after, you can do your Green Angel Frieza if you wanted a healer, and he's gonna go here. And at the end, you can add your Yellow Angel Frieza, and you can put him here. If you do not want to run the Red Metal Cooler, you can just remove him and put the Full Power Frieza, which is a much better character. And I think this team is gonna be better than yours that you are showing. If you wanted to use the EX Metal Cooler, you can do that instead of the Full Power. It's just up to you. Same for Mecha Frieza. He's not that good. If he's not S or Z tier, there is no point using him again. Now let's get to the next team, and it's gonna be Regen. For Regen, you're gonna have only one S and one Z. You're gonna need extra boost. Plus that Zamasu, he's not even buffing Regen. He's strike based. He's not really that good for your team. I wouldn't really use the Red Zamasu, to be honest. Just remove him and put an extra S tier and you should be fine. For S tier, if you want someone that doesn't buff Regen, just put this guy and he's gonna be okay. But what I would say is put Green DKP. He's so much better than them, and he's gonna have the Regen Z ability, and he's gonna be Regen, of course. We're gonna do this and put S tier, which is gonna be here. And I would do Green DKP instead of that Red Zamasu. You can add the Metal Cooler if you want an extra boost and an extra S tier. I mean, it's not must, but extra safety for the point. But your team is pretty fine. You have Evil Boo, or Super Boo, sorry, as an S tier, the Piccolo as a Z tier, and you're gonna have the DKP as a second S tier. If you want to add another S tier, you can add this guy, or you can add this Legend Road Piccolo. Since he's a yellow, he's gonna have the HP restore from the EX Piccolo. He's gonna get the Zenkai buff from the LL Piccolo, and he's gonna give some nice support. Although he's not the tankiest character ever, but he's gonna have double Zenkai buff and a lot of healing. So that should be fine for your team. Let's get to A-Dog, and he's gonna have also a Taunt Hunt team. Same criticism, I'm not a fan of this team again. And you have the Red Trunks, which is pretty bad because that Red Trunks doesn't get any Z ability. He's basically the same as every other Z tier because he's doing nothing and he's getting nothing. So we're gonna put him here as an example so you can see. I'm gonna put the Trunks here, and we're gonna put the hybrid character, or the Sun Fam character actually. Here's the team. I don't have Goku. I'm just gonna put someone similar to him. The Dragon Fist, he has a similar Z ability. But yeah, let's do Dragon Fist, and look at that. One hybrid Z ability that is a mono one, 25% blast attack, not even 35, and 135 strike defense, which is really bad because you're gonna have not even one full Z ability and just his Zenkai buff, and he's not that good as a Zenkai. And he's gonna have 20% or 30% damage cut and 30% damage. That's basically it. Plus that blast attack Z ability is gonna be pretty useless. His own Z ability that he's giving himself is useless, because look at that, 30% strike damage inflicted. And here he's gonna want to go strike base. If you put him in blast, what he's gonna do is do way less damage with basically no damage inflicted at all, because his damage is specific to strike. And here he's gonna give himself blast attack, and this guy is pretty much useless, getting 1 Z ability in total plus his Zenkai buff, which is pretty bad, I would say. It's not the greatest. So if you put just a random Z, it's gonna be the same result. Let's put Zaha. He's gonna give himself HP buff and a strike attack and defense. It's the same thing, to be fair. So I would say this team is not really that great, the Tauntaun team. You're just handicapping yourself. I explained it before to Unknown why it was so good before, because you didn't have as many good units, and you can shield them with Tauntaun and you can farm the battle point. But now you have so many good units, there is no point risking all your strategy on one character, and if he dies on you, or if he's low HP, or if you get unlucky, you need to bench him, and then your team is not coherent anymore. You put that Trunks, he gets targeted, he dies at 2, and then you're gonna have 6 characters left and you're gonna struggle. So I wouldn't really advise a Tauntaun team. If you can go, just do a Goku team, or do a full hybrid team and go with that. If you want to do a full hybrid team, I would advise this blue free-to-play Gohan. I think he's gonna be B tier as your healer, and it's gonna be fine, which is this guy, and he's a pretty nice healer. I used him last season and he basically carried me when I used a pretty bad hybrid team. Same thing, hybrid, I would use also Pan as a second character, remove Tauntaun, and you should be fine. If you want to use a Goku team, I would just advise to add Kakarot Goku and go from there. Since he's an HP buffer, then all the recent Goku will do fine in your team. Just make sure you have 2 Z tier and you should be good to go. If you still want to use Tauntaun, well, what I would do is basically remove that Trunks, because he's gonna be a handicap if something goes badly and your Tauntaun dies, or he's low HP and you want to bench him. You cannot do that because all the others do not go well together. So I would put an S tier probably, and put this guy as your S tier, and you're gonna have at least 2 other, or 1 other S tier, sorry, or an A tier. So if you want 1 other S tier, you can put this guy and replace maybe the red Goku or the Goten. Or what you can do is put 2 A tier, and you can go to S tier here and put the yellow Goten and the purple Goten. You're gonna have 2 A tier, 1 S tier, and 1 Z tier basically, and it's gonna be a little bit better in terms of boost, and you will rely a little bit less on the Tauntaun. I would remove this guy instead of the yellow Goten, because I'm not a big fan of the Kaioken, to be fair. Now let's get to the next person, and it's gonna be Chaos. Now for Chaos, I already talked to him in the chat, and basically I told him your team is not coherent at all, because he has this cell, he doesn't buff regen. So what's gonna happen, this Piccolo is not gonna get his Z ability. You're gonna have this Zamasu who is strike best and doesn't buff regen, so this Piccolo is not getting a Z ability. You're gonna have this baby who is getting a mono Z ability, so Piccolo is gonna get half a Z ability. And you're gonna have this Butenks who's giving a mono Z ability to regen, so Piccolo is getting a full Z ability between the baby and the Butenks. So basically Piccolo is getting his own, 1 more, and 3. So 3 Z ability total for non-powerful opponent character, and this guy is not really good in strike or blast regen. And then after that, let's say you want to put EX Piccolo in and remove DKP. This Piccolo is gonna have only 2 Z ability and like only 38% strike defense. This is double offense and this is offense, so it's super bad in terms of planning. I wouldn't advise this team. I talked to him in the chat, of course, and hopefully he changed it to Frieza Force, I think, and that's all about it. Another thing is, I would say, be careful with the abilities, because they're super important, and try to be coherent. If you have too much of a different team, it's gonna struggle. Now let's get to the next person in the best. He already submitted 2 teams before. I mean, I guess it's the same thing. Uh, so just to recap, remove your EX Metal Cooler, go farm this guy, he's farmable right now, go max him out from the shop, the Huza shop, and he's gonna be a healer. Go farm this guy to max, he's not maxed for you. Go remove that yellow Metal Cooler and you're gonna replace him with the Angel Frieza. Remove that shield too. I would advise to put the red Frieza. He was like Zenkai from the last campaign, and he's really good. If you do not have him, put this guy. If you do not have the full power Frieza, you can put the other full power. You can put the first form Frieza. You can put the Ultra Frieza. You have a lot of choices for that spot, and you should be fine. Now we're gonna put this guy and the red Frieza. After that, you're gonna have the Angel Frieza, and you're gonna have then the first form Frieza. And here as your Z tier, I would advise the red Frieza, and go farm the EX purple that is Z tier, and he's gonna be Frieza Force, and he should be fine as your other Z tier. And that's basically it. That's the team I would advise. It's better than your hybrid team, so go with that if you can farm the free-to-plays right now and get that Zenkai Frieza done. Let's get to the next one, and it's gonna be AV. So here what we're gonna do is try to build basically a blast team, because your team is not really coherent, and it's not gonna have a lot of damage. You're gonna struggle, you might die, and if you don't have a lot of Z abilities, you can keep 3 Z tier if you want to. I would advise only 2, but yeah, it's just up to you. If you want to go more of a higher score, you don't really need it for the points, to be honest. I would say you can put the red Kaba. I do not have red Kaba in my box, so I don't know what to put instead of him. Now let's just say you have red Kaba and he's here, and he's gonna be pretty good. I would also put the yellow Angel Vegeta, who is pretty nice, and he's gonna be your healer instead of EX Goku or this Goku. Now I don't like this Goku too much because his healing ability is gonna be dependent on him getting hit. So if he doesn't get hit, no one is getting healed, and if you really need a heal in a fight, it's not gonna be broken, which is pretty bad. And this guy, he's not really blast based, and your team need to go blast based, so we don't put him in our team. I'm gonna put yellow Angel Vegeta. I would advise the Bardock, and he's gonna go here, because this Bardock, what he's gonna do is not only he's gonna HP buff the Bardock, Team Bardock, so your 2 EXs are gonna survive a little bit better as your Z tier. He's also gonna Zenkai buff your Vegeta, and he has a blast attack Z ability. Other than that, what I would do is put LL, someone that you have in your squad. I always advise the Budew as a good blast LL. They're one of the best to have. If you have them Zenkai, I would really advise them. They have a Saiyan Z ability, their attack switch unit, super fast. They're gonna do a lot of damage, very good for targeting, because you can attack a red character or a green character, and they're gonna go type advantage at the start of turn, which is really nice. Other than that, what you can do is put your red Kaba. Of course, I talked about him, but also you can put your other Kaba if you wish to, because you're gonna have enough Z ability right now. If you put this red Kaba, let's say this Masked Saiyan is red Kaba, and he has like a similar Z ability, your character are gonna be more than fine in terms of Z ability. They're all gonna be Saiyans, and they're gonna be pretty good. This green Kaba, what he does is he supports Vegeta, so they're gonna give extra damage to Vegeta, and he's gonna support Unirap, so the other Kaba. What I would advise is always putting next to this green Kaba the Vegeta, this one, and the other red Kaba, so they get extra damage. And the other thing he does that is really good is he debuffs everyone's blast damage inflicted turn 2, so, or damage inflicted even, no, it's blast damage, sorry. So everyone from the enemy team is gonna take 20% more damage, so you're gonna do so much damage. And also he's gonna HP buff Universe 6 and Green, so he's gonna HP buff someone like this Tora, and this Tora is gonna be very tanky, because he's gonna have HP buff from the Bardock, he's gonna get HP buff from the Kaba, and he's gonna be pretty nice. Even if he's strike based, it's gonna be a good addition. If you do not have the Budew, any good range type LL that is a Saiyan and has a Saiyan Z ability is gonna do the work, and they're gonna be fine in your team. That's basically it. And now let's get to the next person. And what is this? This is Regen. Not a really good Regen team. I wouldn't advise it. There is too much to change. Your Z tier, pretty bad. I would remove them. Your EX Metal Cooler, you don't need him. Your Blue Evil Boo, you don't need him. Just too many stuff to change in your team because it's pretty bad. I would use this Metal Cooler, I guess, even if he doesn't buff Regen because you do not have too much choices. I would use this DKP. You can go farm both of them. I would use this Evil Boo as a third S tier because I guess Regen doesn't have too many good Z tier this season. And you can use the EX Piccolo as your other Z tier. This cell here is not good, doesn't have any damage cut, very low defenses, and doesn't buff Regen, so pretty bad. And you're gonna have this Nate, pretty low defenses, even if he does buff Regen, he doesn't have any damage cut, so I don't use him. This guy is gonna be fine because he can heal himself, he has some damage cut, and he has an HP restores the ability, which is okay. And they're gonna have 2S, and you're gonna have, I guess, 3S and 1Z, which is good for the boost. Then after you're gonna put your blue baby, I guess, and then from here you need to put 3 other characters. You can add Metal Cooler, but I wouldn't advise Metal Cooler because the red one, because you already have too many defensive Z abilities with the DKP who is double defense, with the blue cooler who is double defense, the EX Piccolo is HP restore, and you're gonna have this Super Boo who is double defense. So from now on, you're gonna need 2 more characters that gives blast attack because your damage is gonna be extremely low. And for that, what you can do is let's go Regen and let's go between CB and A tier. What we're gonna have is someone like the LL Piccolo. If you have him, it's gonna be really good if he's Zenkai. Butanks can do a job if you want to. You're gonna have the green Gohan and Piccolo can do a job. Not the best, but they can be okay because they're not the best because when they revive, they lose the Regen the ability or the Regen tag. Kid Buu is gonna be good, but you already have triple blue if you are using Butanks, so do not do that. You're gonna have this purple Piccolo, pretty nice character, and he's gonna have a blast attack Z ability. You're gonna have this Zamasu, although triple blue again, so be careful. You're gonna have this Cell, very nice. You're gonna have this Baby Trunks, pretty good. Now, just put the characters that are 9-star or more in your team, that I recommend. If you are Zenkai, at least G7, 7-star, they will be fine. And you're gonna have this Metal Cooler if he's 7-star, this Cookie Piccolo if they're 9-star. Just any good blast attack Z ability, any character that released, I would say, after Butanks and his Zenkai. So Zenkai, Piccolo, Butanks, Kid Buu, Gohan, the Superhero Piccolo, the Zamasu, the Cell. You're gonna have this Trunks who has a blast attack. Even this guy, they have a blast attack Z ability, which is nice, but they are more strike based. And that's basically it. Your team will like a lot of damage if you do not do that. That's all for Discord, I believe, and we're gonna jump to Twitter quickly. Alrighty, we are on Twitter right now, and we're gonna get Vegito first. What he's having is a Saiyan team, and he's gonna have 2 Z tier that are pretty good. Number 1, Vegeta as a healer, Gogeta, Farz, Zenkai buffing the Kefla. They all have Saiyan Z ability. This is more of a strike Saiyan team, I believe, so it's a pretty nice team, not much to complain about, to be fair. We're gonna have a lot of basically strike attack the ability from Kefla, Fitku, and the fusion character. I would say the only change is I would put Bardock instead of Fasha, the purple Bardock, because he has a double defense ability, while the Fasha is more blast based and has a blast attack C ability. It's a pretty good team. Now let's get to the next person, and it's gonna be Ickman, sorry. It's this one. Elui again. I explained it so many times in the video, so we will go over it quickly. For your Z tier, don't use Shield, he's not good, there is no point using Shield. Just use the EX purple Frieza Force guy, plus the red Frieza. We're gonna go to Z tier here. Look at Shield, if we go over him. Always check the stats, not even 150k defenses, no damage cut, and he has basically no damage. His whole damage is from turn 3, so he's basically a useless character. So we're gonna remove Shield, we're gonna put this guy as an EX, this guy as an EX, or as a Z tier. You can go farm the purple guy right now, he's free to play, and he's in the free to play event. For S tier, you can put this guys if you want to, and they should be fine. Then you're gonna need a healer. You do not have a healer, and you're gonna need like the Green Angel Frieza. You can go farm him right now, and he's gonna be your main healer. You're gonna need your Yellow Angel Frieza, which is gonna be here. I would advise to Zenkai buff him with the full power if possible, if you have him, and he's gonna be a nice addition. The Mecha Frieza is not that good to use him in your teams. Same for Shield. I wouldn't really use Shield. I would use just someone good. Let's see what you have as options. You're gonna have Red Frieza. I always advise him, is really nice. You have Zenkai or the Ultra Full Power Frieza, sorry. If you do not have the Zenkai Full Power, you can use instead of him or instead of the Red Frieza. Same for this Full Power, really nice character you can use. The Survival Frieza, I would really advise him. Me, if I was building the team, I would do the Revival Frieza plus the Red Frieza, and I should be good. This guy is gonna Zenkai buff your blue LOE character, which is the Metal Cooler, plus he's gonna heal allies too, so you're gonna have double healer. But yeah, if you want to, you can use the Full Power Frieza to Zenkai buff your Yellow Angel Frieza, and you should be good for this season. That's basically it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, guys. So everything is uploaded up to the teams video. The gameplay video with my full Piccolo is gonna be next week. If you have any question, let me know in the comment, and see you next week.